Hello, and this video will be a quick announcement that this book, my second book on Augustine, is now free. You can read it for free on the internet. It is available on the publisher's website, and if I could just get my Zoom controls in order, I will briefly say something about the book and then leave you to read it or not, because whatever, that's up to you. This is, if I say so myself, a pretty good introduction to Augustine. Although now that I've mentioned that, maybe I should also say that I think very highly of Mary Clark's introduction to Augustine. It's over there. It's well, I'll just grab it, I suppose. It's Augustine of Hippo by Mary, and also Henry Chadwick's A Very Short Introduction to Augustine, A Very Short Introduction, in the Oxford Very Short Introductions series. So these are very good books, also introducing Augustine, and this is another good book introducing Augustine, if I say so myself. Briefly, Augustine thinks reason and authority are two complementary methods of getting to the truth, and four topics he investigates a lot are apologetics, ethics, metaphysics, and the problem of evil, and the relationship of God and the soul. So that means you can get a pretty cool cross-section of his writings by looking at 8 books that focus on those 4 topics, with an emphasis on those 2 methods of studying these matters. And theology of desire is the one thing Augustine won't show up about. It's on every page. So I do this intro to Augustine looking at this cross-section of his writings, focusing on his theology of desire in each of those points. He gives a Christian theology of desire on account of what we should desire to be happy, what we desire instead, how it all went wrong, and how it gets fixed. And the books in question are De Vera Religione, on the true religion, at this point of the cross-section, apologetics primarily studied through reason, and then apologetics primarily studied through faith, De Utilitate Credendi, on the usefulness of believing, and then ethics, studied respectively through reason, and then primarily through reason, and then primarily through faith, trust, and authority. De Natura Boni, on the nature of the good, and De Bono Coniugali, on the good of marriage. And then problem of evil through reason and authority. De Libero Arbitrio, on the free choice of the will, and Enchiridion, the handbook. And then God and the soul, studied through primarily reason and then primarily authority. De Magister, on the teacher, and Confessiones, confessions. So this book is, well, if you Google my second book on Augustine is now free and put it in quotation marks, you might find this URL. Maybe that's easier. At any rate, whether you go directly here or through the Ricochet post, which I will now close, it's available on the publisher's website. Now that I think of it, maybe I should go to the publisher's website and not just go directly to the PDF. Let's see. Reason, Authority, the Healing of Desire, and the Writings of Augustine is the book. And here's the Roman URL, ISBN 9781793612991. At the publisher website for Reason, Authority, and the Healing of Desire in the Writings of Augustine, you can click on Features. Then you can click on View and Download to access the book in this PDF form. All right, let's briefly mention this, and I'll have to talk about this in more detail later. My next book on Augustine, on his expositions on the Psalms, the Inarrationes in Salmos, and his theology of desire there, is coming in March of 2023, depending on whenever I air this video. Maybe it's already out. I'll talk about that later. Anyway, thanks for watching. New Augustine book, unfortunately expensive, but the second Augustine book, which is a good intro, not to replace these good intros and other good books on Augustine, is now free, and now you know. Thank you for watching.